Hey y'all. Boy, I certainly feel like I've hit my wall today. I'm actually excited to be playing Freedom Planet 2. Don't get me wrong, actually. I'm strangely looking forward to playing this today. Only saying strangely, just considering, like, I don't know, it feels a little bit more than usual. It's not like I've been lacking for video games, but yeah, it's gonna be good, but I very much kind of hit my energy wall today. I mean, given the last, like, 3 weeks or so, like, I have had, pretty eventful, like, stream schedules lately between, like, the OC making stream, the science reacting streams, the kind of triple feature I had the other day for, like, the Mega Man 3 double randomizer, and now the weird schedule this week, so that way I can also play Archipelago stuff in the Bad at Video Games server. Yeah, it's been a lot for me, and that's, added on top of my actual 9 to 5, right? Like, it's also been very busy at my job lately, and it's also been coincidentally a time where I'm being pelted by what feels like inane questions to me, but I know it's just people being actually, inquisitive and wanting to do the right thing. But yeah, and on top of it too, I'm also, I mean, it's gonna be fun, but my dad is visiting for the next couple of days, and I like that, but I'm also very much not an extrovert, and he's not super extroverted, but just the fact that it's like, oh god, I do need to leave the house, huh? We gotta go do stuff and have fun together, rather than me just sit back and, like, have a good day or half a day at least to rot. Yeah, I'm so busy these last couple of days. It's a good kind of busy for the most part, but it kind of all just caught up with me today. Literally as I, like, got home from work, it was just kind of like a, oh, yeah, that's where my body's currently at, huh? So, well, anyhow, we have Freedom Planet to get to. We do have Cryomancy and a bunch of cool Mega Man Zero-like gameplay to get to. Freezing the brain when choking you is, wait, what? And why do they call it brain freeze when it's literally choking you? I don't think it's literally choking you. How are you getting your brain freezes? Are you just like eating ice cream like how a bird eats like a fish? Like, you just kind of like try to suck it down your gullet? It goes to your neck? You're getting brain freezes in very interesting ways there, Score, because when I get a brain freeze, like, it's because it's, like, the cold object is sticking on, like, the roof of my mouth for too long. Like, you use your tongue and you feel the roof of your mouth, like that area where there's, like, those two ridges in your mouth for some reason before your teeth. Like, that area to, like, just, like, maybe a little bit further behind that, like, that's where my brain freeze comes from. The neck does not incorporate into the brain freeze whatsoever for me. I don't think I've ever heard anyone describe it that way. Not that you're, like, wrong, just that I've never heard it before. So, that's, shocking. Are you sure that you don't have, like, well, I was gonna make a joke about, like, say, oh, you sure your brain's wired up to your neck right? But how would you ever be able to evaluate that, so. Curse you, icy shards of pain. And it's not gone. And now it's gone. It's all gone. Until you eat another bite, and then it does in fact come back, and you ask yourself, why on earth am I doing such a thing to myself? Sorry, hold on, I'm adjusting my microphone, and it might sound a little strange. Okay, yeah, I'm adjusting my mic because, as the whole 4-minute, oh god, I'm so tired, woe is me, the streamer, went on about, yeah, I'm leaning back in my chair today, that's for sure, and probably gonna be talking on a little bit of a lower tone, so. But alright, Nira time. I love Nira. Boy, do I love Nira. Should I get a Milne shirt? One that's a, M-I-L-N, man, I love Nira. It'd be pretty good. I don't think the other... I mean, you could have Man I Love Lilac, Mill. That at least spells a word. That'd be a pretty good shirt. The other ones, I'm not so sure. But, yeah, so what did we do last time? We did basically all of, like, the quote-unquote Act 1 missions, and, up until the Battle Dome. We got, like, 70% of the way through, and then I had to, drop out. Yeah, no, Milk would be a pretty good one, too, actually, as long as you pronounce it like that. Man, I love Carol. And that's true, she is still my favorite character. But, yeah, so I guess we have, I think we still have Xiaoland? No, I'm looking at the map. I got through Xiaoland. So we still have, yeah, the Battle Dome stuff to do, and that should be the end for, Act 1 of Nira's stuff. Then we get on to Act 2. Sweet. Well, let me just very quickly and surreptitiously exit out of Carol's story here, because she's still the only one that has all the music on her. I do find it weird that there isn't, like, a jukebox, like, from the main menu. Like, I don't understand. Like, they give you a gallery, and you can look at the cutscenes and the photos and the badges, but you don't have an option for the jukebox from the main menu. Strange. Either way. Okay. Let us shift over the screens. And there we are. Sweet. Alright, so, onto the Battlesphere. Let's have our funny little Carol cutscene. I'm sure Nira's gonna have only great things to say for Carol. I fought a giant robot piloted by a serpentine general from outer space, overcome with a violent envy. Tell me everything, spare no detail. My bucket list is highly specific, and I'm living vicariously through your experience. Ugh. Well, at least it said bucket list and not fetish list. No funny business. Alright, whatever. Little girl, hi, hello, how are you? I do love your picture. Thank you very much for showing me. I'm so supportive. That's what Nira's known for, being supportive. Alright, Carol, where are you? There you are.
Carol, wait up!
Lilac, hi, how's it going?
What were you thinking? You shouldn't have run off without us.
I don't need a babysitter, okay? I can handle myself.
That's not the point and not at all what I meant.
We want a Battlesphere too!
Huh? If we're gonna fight in the Battlesphere, then we're gonna do it together, as a team.
Awesome! Looks like the old Carol charm is finally rubbing off on you guys.
Come on, say a one-liner, Nira.
Scary lady.
Don't flatter yourself.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
here to recruit the champion to our cause.
So, I guess on that topic of, hey, my dad's
You
coming
are
to visit the
clearly
next couple of
being
days,
failed
like,
Hey, thanks
what
for the
what
vote
do
of
y'all think
confidence.
is, like, stuff what do you do with your dad? What happens when your dad comes to visit, or you go visit your dad? What do you do? Because I'm always a little plumb out of ideas. Not like I can't come up with anything, but it's still always just like a, okay, guess we'll go to a museum, maybe? And probably do some music shopping at a certain point. But besides that, like, I guess maybe we could watch a show, do a little bit of bar crawling kind of stuff at night, maybe. I can always pull up a food venue. I'm really good at always finding the good place for food. But I tend to run out of ideas when it comes to, like, just, let's do some entertaining things together. Things to pass the time with. That's kind of my great weakness. But that's because I don't leave the house very often. I usually leave for work for the most part. I'm surprised at how much things are tied into individual files in this game as opposed to how the first game had all the extras accessible via the main menu. Yeah, it's kind of a weird step back. I don't know why. I guess it's just one of those things that kind of got overlooked when, just, designing things. Must have probably been a thought where it's like, okay, well, we're gonna have it go to one, you're gonna collect the records all in one character, and then, uh-oh, we've already designed the game this way. We can't backtrack and make everything accessible from the menu. That would make no sense. Routine's a slippery snake. We have our eye on him, and by we, I mean our fellow ordinary law-abiding citizens concerned with the safety of Avalis, of course. Yeah, totally. Red scarves? Well, I don't know about wearing more than one, but thanks for noticing my fetching look. I'm just a cute puppy. What would I know about a criminal organization with eyes and ears on every socio-political level? Damn, y'all are that well connected? It's a shame that you don't really get that much exploration of your story there. I would be very interested if the Red Scars actually do manage to get a much more in-depth story for a hypothetical Freedom Planet 3. Because, I mean, all we really have for them so far is, you know, Lilac and Carol used to be a part of them. Spade is also a part of them. And there's a couple of random people who kind of wish that Lilac and Carol were back at it again in the world of Freedom Planet 2. If they're supposed to be, you know, tied on every socio-political level, then we can actually have a story of dramatic intrigue where actually the reason that, you know, Perusa is still so plundered and not developed so well by, you know, all the other civilization standards is because Red Scarves want to keep it that way or something. There's big money interests, you know. I mean, if the game's already fucking addressing structural racism in this game, you might as well go for the structural ills of politics in the next game, right? Yeah, cowards and feared are getting instantly jailed. I mean, I wouldn't want to either. Remember, kids, always lie to the Frost Knights. They're never looking. They never have your best interests out in their heart. What? They never have your best interests in their mind. There we go. That's the phrase. That's the phrase that I butchered. I think I'm gonna turn things down just a little bit. And actually, what do I? Okay, it wasn't quite balanced in my own headphones. Let me turn that down in OBS just a touch. Okay. Smash those things down. Oh, it took me a ludicrously long time to realize that, like, those green cannon enemies, they look like snails. I think I may have noticed this, like, back in the Lilac playthrough. It's so many months ago, but, I don't know. I kind of was just playing the game, a little while ago, and then realized, oh, those are snails, huh? I kind of completely forgot about that. But to be fair, it's a little bit hard to see when I'm playing so zoomed out all the time. Because, you know, that's the actual way to make the game more interpretable. Alright, I did things! Yay!
Booyah! Piece of cake!
Child's play.
So what now?
Whoa! Looks like somebody didn't get the memo. Only the last fighter
I'm
standing
thinking
can
I
ultimately
release
face
my
the
weird little
champion
ice
of
wall
the
mine things
battlefield.
as a good opener. Then I run away using my super stabby speed.
Like what it means. Alright, here's the plan. You guys take the fall, and I'll take on the champ.
No, you have done well to come this far, but facing the champion is my responsibility.
What? You don't think I can handle this?
Guess we're going to have to settle this the hard way, huh?
Oh, I've been waiting a long time for this!
I'll be frozen? Sweet. I mean, I imagine it's kind of like the other bosses where it's like they can be frozen, but it's not exactly, you know, it doesn't exactly last that long. That lasts a fairly long time, all things considered. I'm kind of getting my ass handed to me here. Damn. That's the first time I've actually ever died in this section. I guess it helps that Nira is not really as agile as some of the others. Oh yeah, don't I have like double damage on or something too? Oh yeah, I do have like the challenge thing on, huh? That probably explains a lot now that I think about it. Well, I did say that Nero was going to be the getting good arc, so... I mean, I could just hide like a coward the whole time, but... Where's the fun in that? Oh, come on, we're so close here. Don't die now. Oh, she pulled out her invincibility move. Damn it. I mean, I don't know. The spikes, like, people still run into them. I don't think there's anything particular that makes them worse against anyone else. I mean, hell, Carol and Lilac do spend a long time on the ground. Oh, there goes Carol. Mila really likes to, just constantly stay on my ass, huh? Damn. Alright, there goes Milo. Oh my god! Lilac does so much damage if she actually gets the Dragon Burst right up next to you. I mean, the thing with Lilac is, right, she always comes to you eventually. Alright, this attempt's not going well. Man. Okay, well, that's... Could please get off of me, Mila. Please. Oh, and there's... Okay, hold on. We can do this now. Or not. She likes to end her... Why is she ending her Dragon Burst so early? That's weird. Okay, I mean, if you... Alright, I mean, I guess this is the fight now. I don't know what's up with Lilac's AI, but I'll take it. Yay! I don't know. I imagine maybe it has something to do with the fact that, like, maybe the AI was designed
Good
for
luck
like
with the
the
rest, and don't get cocky.
That was awesome.
like the
Let's do it
dojo,
again.
like
I'm okay.
Gong's
Don't
dojo,
worry about me. You did
and so
great.
maybe the room is too big, and so like she just
Ladies
doesn't
and
wander that way
gentlemen,
without
the
like another
self-proclaimed
target that's
defender of the
dynamically moving a lot.
defenseless, the Red
I don't know.
Wing of Justice, our very own champion of the Battlesphere, Captain Kalau!
Either way, I'll take it.
Be out patrolling the streets for vociferous vandals and petty pickpockets?
Hardly. The safety of all our kingdoms is at stake. And as an ally of justice, it would be in your best interest to join our fight.
Is that so? Very well. I, Captain Kalau, will make time to...
Interesting how Kalau just kind of basically says, "Aren't you like just some random shitty beat cop? Not like the Royal Guard or anything?"
That's right, folks.
Just
The
disrespects
champion
our job.
himself will decide what a contestant's final challenge will be.
Still wish that this wheel here was truly random. Or at the very least it was
Hardly
like
a worthy test of my ability.
each person got their own slot to land on, but you know,
Are indeed impressive,
the race
citizen.
works.
But now you face a true champion of the ring.
Well, this should actually be pretty easy, all things considered. Nira has a very weird knack for resetting horizontal velocity and making use of like big open air arenas like this one. If I don't do something stupid like that, that is. Yeah, I don't even have to try to take the optimal path. This is kind of just easier sitting around doing whatever. Spear gliding, that's a good name for it. Oh. Bye, Claw. You still have to run another lap before you can catch up to me.
I don't believe what I'm seeing, folks! Our newcomer has beaten Captain Kalau's challenge!
Hit Captain Kalau's challenge. Beat him in a race 365,972,342 times.
Now let us discuss the manner in which you can assist us. Red Wing of Justice.
Very well. My people
Turn
will
it around
review
the
your
other way and
request
use
put
ice
the
as
details,
propulsion.
But first, I would tend to some unresolved matters. I will message you once I'm done. You have my word.
Very well. Signal
Sit
us
on
when
it
you are
too
ready.
for extra effect, huh?
Here to present the grand prize for the Battle Royale is the honorable...
I'm not sure what you're even talking about.
and highly humble leader of offense.
I mean, I guess I could just try firing the ice disc behind me and seeing what happens with that.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you!
Or unless you just mean to see what
Allow me to
Nira's, like, you know, trying to turn around animation looks like. Ah. I'm trying to use it like a broomstick. That would be funny, actually.
going to be good!
And then I could recreate Wicked in Freedom Planet 2. That would be awesome.
Your reward
I love
is
Wicked.
Coupons for you and 5 of your friends to dine at City Hall in glorious downtown Shangmu.
Thank you, Mayor Zhao. What an honor.
I suppose I could use a free hot meal.
Hot meal. It's funny because
I
you...
know. Hilarious.
Glorious!
I was a microsecond away from making the same joke that Mila did, forgetting that she's said it 3 times so far.
You were right about those fighters. Shang-Tu breeds them tough, I'll grant them that. But they're nothing that the captain can't handle at full strength.
Good. But I have no intention of underestimating them.
So, I heard there was, like, Nintendo Directs and other video game Directs and, like, whatever Jeff Keighley got up to at the Summer Games Fest recently, right?
That
Wrong?
was so
anything interesting from any of those? Because, like, I don't really pay any attention to any of that.
Look on the
I usually just
bright
like
side.
hearing other
You got the
people's
captain's
reactions and
attention.
seeing like, oh my god, I can't believe this is getting a remake, but this isn't, and blah blah blah. I love this series, but I think it should die. Spyro's back? Deltarune Chapter 5? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I guess I did. I guess what's their name? Ted did mention that in the Discord chat actually with Deltarune. I just kind of tuned Deltarune out of my mind because that's the game where I'm like, I can't believe this shit is getting another entry. No, I mean, it's probably a good series. I just don't really have any particular affection for Undertale and or Deltarune. That's just me, though. Yeah, let me shop while I go do some discussion. But yeah, Spyro's back. That's cool. I should actually talk to my friend who actually is really into Spyro about that. I think Spyro would have been one of those games that, like, were I to have played it, were I to have been a PlayStation kid, I probably would have been into it. But instead I was a Nintendo kid, so I didn't actually have the opportunity to do a lot of PlayStation gaming. I just remember, like, I think I remember playing Spyro at, like, a family friend's house, like, once or twice. I thought, oh, this is kind of neat. But never got to really do much with it. Same thing with, like, Crash Bandicoot or, like, Sly Cooper. None of those really got to make it to me, unfortunately. But I do kind of respect where they, you know, what they do. I will say that I'm probably not the most interested in actually playing... Ironically, I'm really not that interested in playing, like, the Spyro games now. Like, I kind of look at them now and I'm like, at least the original few ones are like, oh, well, this is kind of just a collectathon, the few moves. Maybe it's fun to do it fast, but it doesn't really... It seems maybe to me I'd get, like, bored of it pretty quickly. Yeah, but yeah, no, new game. That's good. New game, always good. New chance to make the formula a little bit more reinvented. 2 new Cuphead games? Oh, that's probably pretty cool, actually. I need to... I've played a little bit of Cuphead, but I never actually played, you know, the games fully and proper. I only ever, like, maybe... I think I only played maybe, like, 1 or 2 levels, and then just kind of, like, backed out, went to do other things. It was fun. I just didn't... I don't know. Never practiced on it, but more Cuphead. That'd actually be really cool to do. So, I mean, I appreciate how meticulously those games are hand-drawn, and, like, the fact that it does have, you know, complicated bosses, fixed boss patterns, many different weapons, a little Mega Man-like. You know, I gotta say, that's kind of my thing. I just haven't taken the time to try it yet. Maybe that's a good game for stream at some point. Me being like, hello, I'm the one person on Earth who likes retro games but hasn't played Cuphead yet. Let me do that for everybody. Let's see, Final Fantasy 8 Revelation. Oh, no, wait, 7 Revelation. Okay. Is that like a remake of Final Fantasy 7? Is that what they announced? Yeah. Oh yeah, an OOT got announced. Yeah, you know, that's... I heard some people kind of griping about, oh my god, is Nintendo ever going to stop remembering, like, you know, that Ocarina of Time is, like, the only thing that people care about, or... Someone was griping just basically, oh no, popular thing got remade. But then I saw the other argument of, like, to be fair, this has not been remade in before. Like, it's been many, many years since the game has been available, so... I think that's actually a fair thing, all things considered. One of the Cuphead games is going to be pixel art based, called Mighty Cuphead Adventures, which will most likely release first.
We're getting a call.
Yeah, that makes sense if it's going to be the pixel art version, or a pixel art game. Because, like, if they're going to do all the hand drawing again for, you know, the next full Cuphead game, that's going to take such a long time, probably.
They're gonna kill me if you don't give them what they want, so please, 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 just do what they say and get me out of here!
Magister, how I've longed to
Super
see that
ukulele
look
cart?
in your
I didn't even know there was an original ukulele cart.
A water dragon?
That or I forgot about it at some point.
What trickery is this?
No trickery
Pretty fun,
at all,
though.
Magister.
I find it always kind of
It will be the
weird, like...
purview of your grandfather, not
How do I say
You
this?
speak nonsense.
I think Mario Kart's just kind of
Then why not
becomes
tell your
so
students
much of
what
an
really
institution
going
on its own that, like, that feels normalized. a lot of other kart racing games to me start to feel a little bit like,
I don't know who you are.
did we need
but
this?
I'm going to make sure you
Like,
don't hurt anyone else.
I can understand
This land
Sega
is
having like, you know,
protected.
Sonic Crossroads Racing because like, okay, they need their big mascot to have the big party racing game. Like that makes sense. Like how Mario is the big Nintendo mascot. He gets the party racing game. But it was kind of like weird with like back in the day. It's also like, okay, there was also like Diddy Kong Racing, and like I guess that was Rare wanting to have their own racing game separate from Nintendo. And you could probably name like a you know, a good number of other smaller franchise racing games where it's just kind of like, do we necessarily need all these? All these spin-offs for all these IPs? Like, the fact there's also, like, a Mega Man Battle and Chase, like, alright, Capcom really didn't do a whole hell of a lot with that, and, you know, afterwards they didn't decide to keep making Mega Man racing games. Even then, I'm like, okay, this was not necessary, even for the king of spin-offs, Mega Man. Okay, so that's just the name of the game itself. Gotcha. Let's get into Carters 2 Turbocharged. I could just play a racing game with mods and have everyone ever race against each other. Oh, shit, that sounds fun. I might ruin it for you, but it's kind of the Fortnite of racing.
Some kind of data in its memory banks, perhaps? Something crucial to the operation of
Ooh, a Nira Lee mod for the game. Nice.
That pilot, Corazon. She demanded that robot as well.
Nice pronunciation, Nira.
There's no way she'd do that.
If you say so. An unfortunate.
Does Nira do anything particularly fun in that mod that you made? Anything icy that she does to assist her racing? Or is it mostly just is that game more of like a character skin type thing for the most part? Because I'm not familiar with Carters 2. Character skin. Alright, neat.
Yeah, and the thought of just giving her the drone gives my stomach the rumblies.
What about the one we took from Snake Man? It looks just like Pangu.
But custom animations. Alright, so I mean, at least still has a lot of character there.
Fresh lick of blue paint and nobody'll tell the difference.
A fair enough distraction. We must buy as much time as we can to free the mayor. But first, we need to find a way inside that won't draw attention.
I know a lot of people will end up like talking with like the oh, you take your staff out, do a spear drive for a trick. Oh, nice.
This is Captain
That's probably stylish as all hell.
Perfect timing, Captain. We have an emergency.
I am aware of the mayor's kidnapping threat. I believe that together we can quickly resolve this most.
I imagine it'd probably be like the super cool thing to be like, you know, oh man, I would love to. If only you could actually do some more custom like interaction type stuff, right? Because I imagine it'd be awesome to be making ice trails out on the roads or hitting, you know, rival kart racers with putting them in a big ice block all of a sudden. Or setting up like the big ice wall spike things for them to run into. That would probably be really cool.
Blue is not a judicious color.
But alas, not quite yet. Dry cleaning bills. He's sad that his big metal suit is getting covered in blue paint. If it's all made of metal, he could just wash it off with some solvent. Ooh, an SFM model. Cool. I've seen a couple of people's like Freedom Planet fan animations in Source Filmmaker. They're generally pretty cool, and, you know, they stay wholesome for the most part, too, which is even better. For this series, at least. Get me up here. I think I saw somebody animating, like, dialogue called, like, Sisters or whatever, where it's, like, it's just the original Freedom Planet 3. It's kind of being like, oh my god, I wish I had a sister. Like, that scene with, Mila just, you know, getting to know the girls for the first time. It was very sweet. Nice 3D rendition of the original scene. And then I've also seen, I think, the same model that you're probably thinking of. Like, it was used in, like, a little, everybody was getting up to some shenanigans. They wanted to, you know, I think split some loot or something. But, like, you know, they had to get into combat about it, over who was going to take what, that kind of thing. It's good stuff. Alright, so Nira struggles a little bit with getting speed here. She can't really get the speed she needs for the, for those things very easily. There we go. Well, I'm messing that up. Good enough. Just use a neon trail wheels mod someone else made to create the ice effect being left on the ground. Fair enough. That's a good rework of existing assets and resources. Oh, that was a bomb. I just instinctively attacked that thing, and it was not a good idea. Alright, long, flat plane. Time for Nier to actually go fast. Or not. Now we're at vertical section. Oh, and I didn't have my ice vortex jump thingy ready. Okay, go over here for a second. Let it recharge. Oh, sweet. There we go. Putting Asgore in a truck. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the DUI power-up, which would, you know, it would frankly make him broken if that were the case, so perhaps it's best for balance that that doesn't exist. Ooh, let me go up here. There we go. Yeah, I guess for the most part, I'm not super into, like, racing games or something. It's kind of strange. I've never been into, like... Never really been into cars or racing or anything like that in any format. Like, I played a good bit of Mario Kart DS when I was a kid, and I had it on the DS, because, you know, being a kid, just having things to do, having nothing else to do, just go ahead and do that. But, like, I don't know. Racing games are fun, I guess. I guess it shouldn't be too surprising that, like, somebody who's not a fan of, like, original Sonic and, like, the pure, you know, going fast for the love of the speed kind of thing isn't into racing so much. You know, not that there's anything wrong with enjoying a racing game, but I guess for me, it's just like, car go fast is not enough for me. Oh! Pre-fired before I got on screen. It's not fair. Though, funnily enough, I do have good memories of playing kind of perhaps a shittier racing game. The Cars license game for the GameCube. I actually really did enjoy that a lot as a kid. Mostly because I could challenge myself to just do stupid things like do a bunch of backwards driving or like race with like bad characters and just see if I could, you know, beat the mediocre AI in the game with that. I guess if Simpsons Hit and Run counts as a racing game, I also enjoyed that, though I think that might be stretching things a little bit. You do a little bit of racing in Hit and Run, but it's kind of not the main thing. If I'm good with Nero, I could actually hit this guy like a good number of times. Yeah, unfortunately... Well, you heard the operative word there. like I should be able to hit him, like, way more times with the Tundra Ray, but I just keep missing my, I keep missing the lineup. Oh, there we go. That was better. And nice. Spearfished.
Nice try.
I'm approaching the rendezvous point. Show yourself, you pugilistic Physignathus!
I think, though, the next, like, newer game I'm probably gonna end up going for... I might... I don't know. I shouldn't have maybe committed like that, because I know me. I got other things I'm probably going to end up playing first. But, like, I did see that Mina the Hollower got released recently, and given the fact that I really did enjoy Shovel Knight, I kind of want to give, you know, Yacht Club Games' next game a try. I know it's nothing like Shovel Knight, as people have kind of mentioned. At least, people kind of mentioned to me in the Discord, but, like, you know, I trust that publisher to make a good game. It's probably going to be a good time. Sure, it's hard, and, well, I evidently am a glutton for difficulty. I'm not gonna sync those plugs in yet. I'd very much like to get all 3 of them in at once, thank you. Like to get out of the room that is full of the weird Jester Ball spike enemy things as quickly as possible. Yeah, that's kind of my exact problem too. I want to get to Mina, but I have a huge backlog of stuff, and like, some of it's not even, some of it's, you know, even other new-ish stuff. Like, I look over at my Steam library, and it's like, oh yeah, I did just, like, buy 4 games that, like, I'm not gonna get to anytime soon. Like, I was talking about 3D platformer Big Hops that I just randomly found one day and decided to add that to my Steam library recently. Wanted to get to that. What else? What were the other things in my Steam library? I know, random short diversion from the game for a second, but they were, like, staring at me as I opened up my library today to launch Freedom Planet. Oh yeah, Gravity Circuit just came out for free, because Gravity Circuit 2 has been announced. So I gotta play Gravity Circuit, because duh, Mega Man. There was, Illo, one of the chatters around here, played Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo a while ago, and I thought that was a cool looking, you know, neat little indie game where it's like you're playing as a mouse creature in Brazil and you're like throwing yo-yos around and doing cool yo-yo tricks to solve puzzles. I thought that was cool. And then I'm probably not going to have time to ever get to it on stream, but like Esoteric Ebb seemed like a really cool like D&D RPG type game. And speaking of D&D RPG type games, like I said that I would eventually get to Disco Elysium, too. I wanted to get to that on stream at some point as well. So, like, I have already a huge backlog. I know I don't have time for Mina the Hollower as well, but I'd like to dream and imagine, damn it. Yeah, being responsible with your Steam library is definitely important. I know that there are certain people who just have, like, hundreds of games in there, and it's just like, oh, you're never getting to all of these. Like, I think, I mean, well, I already paused once, might as well pause again. What is my Steam library at? My personal library is a collection of 226 games, apparently, which I've definitely not played all of them, but I've played most of them. Like, that's a library that is amassed over the last, like, 15 years, so I've actually had plenty of time to get to a good number of those. Some of them are stinkers, for sure. There was some game, the name is escaping me right now, It was like some like tiny indie game or whatever, where it's like you were playing as like a tiny indie roguelike. You're playing as kind of like a ship that had like a weight tied to the end of it, and like it was a cool in concepts like physics-based game where it's like you're totally meant to like kind of throw your ship's momentum around and hit other ships with like your wrecking ball to destroy them, and you can get some upgrades, but like you're like really fragile, and so like I got pissed at that game after a while, so like that was not a great one. Didn't like that game. But you know, other stuff, it's like, okay, I've fundamentally liked this, but I only played it a little bit, like Payday 1 and 2, because I liked playing that with my friends more than anything. But, you know, I mostly just played Payday 1, or Payday 2 with them, rather than Payday 1 and 2. It's kind of like, well, those games never ended up getting any love. So those kind of just get to sit in my library forever. But, I don't know, I would say I do my best to actually love most of my Steam library, because I definitely don't like that idea of just spending money on nothing and then never actually playing any of the things that you decide to spend money on. Like, what's the point then? You know? Who parody their excessive Steam library buying habits that they haven't even played. What? Some people parody their excessive Steam library buying habits they haven't... Oh, you mean like they... Like, say they'll get into buying Pokemon cards even though they don't actually enjoy Pokemon, or like, you know, other card games and stuff like that? Yeah, that's... I don't know. Thankfully, I don't get caught up in, like, missing trends or anything like that. Also, hey, Chris, what's up? Thinking Proto's post on Discord, you have to play Hamtaro Hambrain... Hambrain? What? I have Hambrain. What the fuck? You have to play Hamtaro I'm having a Sleem moment. Give me a moment. You have to play Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak someday. Yes, you do have to play Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak someday. I agree. Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak is a cool game. I played the hell out of that when I was a kid, and, god damn, hamsters are so adorable. At least cartoon hamsters are. Real-life hamsters are also adorable, but they do have a tendency to, like, get themselves clogged in, like, your radiator or something, and then they tragically die. But Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak is an adorable little game. Little adventure game where you're, like, collecting all the, chats to use and, like, interacting with characters and randomly scratching people because the game gives you the opportunity to. No other reason than that, really. Like, you see the scratch option, and you take the scratch option. You don't just sit there and be like, I'm not going to scratch this person. Or I'm not going to tackle them if I don't like them. Like, it's so fun. I think actually it's funny you say that, Chris, because I think the post that, Proto made, that was actually an edit from... I think that might either be Hamtaro at the Olympic Games, or the Ham Games, or whatever the fuck it's called. Or it's from like Hamtaro Rainbow Rescue, the other game that was made for like not just kids but for like toddler baby infants. Yeah, but I mean, regardless, definitely do Ham Heartbreak at some point. That's worth your time, I still think, as an adult. Oh, they making fun of themselves, that's what you're saying. Okay. There's Free's voice line being perfectly timed getting in the cube block was pretty funny. Yeah, no, it definitely happened to her there. It's like, uh-oh. Cast the spell on myself, I guess. Freeze! No, to throw it at him, not me. Quick stab there. But yeah, a micro connoisseur of the Hamtaro games myself. You've come to the right person to talk to about Hamtaro stuff, Chris. I remember I also really enjoyed playing like I believe the first Hamtaro game was Ham's Unite on the Game Boy, or the Game Boy Color. I played that game a lot too. That was good fun. In fact, in some ways, I like it more than Ham Ham Heartbreak because it does, like, weird shit every once in a while. Like, there is explicitly a... I'm thinking of exactly one person you can interact with where, for some reason, the game gives you the go pee option on him, and instead of, like, the usual reaction, hamsters have to be like, what the heck are you doing? Why are you peeing on me? Don't do that. That's gross. This one, like, the screen just kind of, like, turns yellow for some reason, and, like, they both, like, kind of stare at you and do, like, that kind of groaning face that the ham-hams do sometimes. And, like, they get moved, they're, like, taken aback, like, they move backwards for some reason. Like, I don't know, it was a really weird experience. But, like, that's something you don't get in Ham Ham Heartbreak, which is a much more polished, kind of, like, consistent experience of a game. Whereas, like, Ham Hams Unite just has this, like, we're making a funny hamster game on the Game Boy. This is probably never gonna get a sequel. Do what you want with it. Oh, true, it is kind of a Freedom Planet 1 throwback. It do happen like that. When she's originally chasing down Lilac and Carol. Good. We have another Ham Ham Unite enjoyer here. Glad to hear it. I still need to finish, like, the... I got the patch, or I got the ROM for it once. The Rainbow Rescue game or whatever. And it's like, I wanted to play that just so I could kind of finish out the adventure game trilogy that the Hamtaro games seem to have, but I just kind of... Like I was kind of alluding to, they're all baby games to a certain extent, but, like, wow, Rainbow Rescue is, like, really baby game. It's just a series of, like, small mini-games, and, like, the interactions between characters aren't even all that good. Like, there's no joke. Like, the humor is just, like, very not there. I don't know. It was just a little disappointing. It was like, I actually don't feel like playing this anymore. Kind of sucks. I mean, eventually I'll go back for it. It would be kind of stupid if I didn't, but it's just not on my, not at the top of my list right now, understandably. Yeah, they were made by Alpha Dream, I know that. They also made the Ham Ham Sports Olympic Games, or whatever they're called. Whatever it's called again. Which, that was a game, for sure, that, like, had its high points, and also definitely had its low points. Like, some of the, like, I think some of the Olympic games they were parroting, or, like, remaking were good, and then some of them were just, like, not. Like, some were just mechanically deficient. Like, I remember the volleyball game feeling pretty unfair sometimes. There was also, like, I distinctly remember one of, like, the strength games being, like, completely absurd bullshit. That just made no sense at all. It wasn't the shot put one. That one actually was tight. But, yeah. I remember that Alpha Dream can make some pretty hit-and-miss stuff. And so, to make a super baby game in Rainbow Rescue, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Come in, Cap. Is everything all right over there?
Oh no, the captain's not talking to us. What could have happened?
Captain? What happened?
We have to hurry. If the captain is in trouble, we need to save Zhao right now.
Alright. What's the situation?
Mayor Zhao? Where are you?
Who's lagging tonight?
Say something
Ruh-roh.
if you can hear us.
Seems to be fine for others. It might be your area or your connection,
Captain
unfortunately.
Kalau.
But good to see you here, Proto.
Captain, he's all right. Hey, Cap, glad you could make it.
Captain, did you meet up with
Well, now that
Murga?
you're
Did you
here,
fall for the
I guess Chris,
decoy?
you too. I did ask a little while ago, like, there was, like, all the, Nintendo Directs and Jeff Keighley's Summer Games Extravaganza and whatever the hell else happened recently. Anything y'all are excited for in particular?
They're with the monster.
What? That's crazy, scary lady.
Haven't watched it yet.
We're
Fair enough.
all buddies and best pals over here. What? What the heck's going on? You're all working for Murga? Are you all brainwashed or something?
Not like you have a Switch 2 anyways. Yeah, me neither, so there's not much for me, not much point in me paying attention to that. Although, you know, occasionally nowadays Nintendo will have a release like that goes onto like the computer, the PC or something like that. Or at the very least, it's the things that would traditionally appear as Nintendo exclusives also get to be third-party published on not just the Switch anymore.
Captain, if you'd please.
Heard the direct was bad, really?
He's okay.
Apperson and Scorebar were kind of talking it up earlier. Time zones when you must go. Good night. Hey, thanks for sticking around. Have a good night, man.
But you have Pangu, right? We did what you asked.
We had a deal, Murga.
The deal did not include distracting me so
You heard they didn't announce Smash 6 with newcomer Waluigi. Therefore, we're gonna break your Switch tonight.
Even without my informant, I could clearly recognize the machine.
I think you mean it's not called Smash 6. It's called Smashixus. Smashixus. Rolls off the tongue just like Smaforsh.
Never here in the first place.
Take care of our guests.
Yeah, the OOT remake. I didn't know it was another remake. I'm pretty sure like that hasn't gotten a remake in like what 15 years, something like that.
Spoilers! Nothing's getting in or out, thanks to my Signal Jammer playmate, Casual Acquaintance number 47.
You like to pronounce it Smaforsh when you want to piss people
You're
off.
not actually going to fight your own
Yeah, I mean now I like to do
sister,
it just to
are you?
piss Grim off
Of course
specifically, but
Never hurt my beloved
I still
sibling.
think calling it Smaforsh is
You
very valid.
Fight my beloved sibling.
Of course.
How is this any different?
Captain, don't do this! Not only because I still think you're cool and stuff, but didn't I already beat you once the first time?
Actually, no,
That
Nira
was
did
the
that
old Captain Kalau.
in this storyline.
Captain Kalau that was holding back.
Oh yeah, I also asked
awakened
earlier
his
because
true strength.
my dad is
The
actually coming to
flames
visit
of
me the next 2
burning
days.
justice.
Well, this is gonna suck.
What are things that you
Come on,
do
gang.
with your dad
Split 'em up and take 'em
when you go visit them? I understand that I actually might be asking two people who very well might live with their parents currently. But I always struggle to come up with ideas for interesting family fun just because I am a total introvert. So it's kind of like, oh, I have to think about things to like do with you? Like, besides just like sitting around the house? Uh-oh. I mean, I could think of a good place to go get a meal. I'm always good at food, but the other things I tend to be pretty abysmal dog shit at. Ow. Let's say, oh, this boss, easy as ever, and then I completely didn't even realize that for some reason the circle was, like, huge and about to hit me. Stab. Yeah. Culture and factors both are living with parents. Alright, fair enough. Well, maybe other than that, what are family events you go and do? What are things to have entertainment with your family? Because I can currently only think of, like, maybe going to the museum, doing a little bit of music shopping. I certainly don't want to spend too much time outside because the great outdoors are currently greatly swampy at the moment. So, none of us are going to be happy to be outside when it's, like, 98 degrees outside, potentially rainy.
Beast 1, checking in!
Beast 2, checking in!
Beast 3, checking in.
Yeah, walks, hikes, tourist attractions. Yep. The only problem is we've already done some of the tourist attraction-y stuff last time he came out here, so... That's, I mean... The well's not completely dry yet, but... Oh my god, I'm doing terribly. I need to lock in. And by lock in, I mean to get reduced down to 1 health already. Oh, and missed. Damn it. Ow. Not having access to easy jumps makes this harder. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I figured things out, but I was just... in case of topic of conversation, figured I might as well mention it. Doing things by yourself. Yeah. Fair. Fair. Ow. Okay, like, obviously this attack is a good time to actually counter with Nira. But for the... Nira struggles to actually catch up to this thing. In a certain way that the other characters just don't. Also, getting away is harder for her, too, because she does not have the greatest acceleration in the world. It's like I actually have to anticipate all of the moves instead of just reacting to them. So I guess I'll stand up here right now and start smashing the head as it comes in. Alright, the ears were not part of the fucking hologram. I should not have had to do that. I guess we'll do the first phase again. Which is thankfully still kind of a joke. Stab, stab, stab. As if I'm playing the spy. But actually, that's a sniper voice line. What am I saying? Fake TF2. Should have posted about what was shared in the Nintendo Direct.
Invigorating warm-up.
Alright, I might check it out later. Oh, okay. Doing... Nira's doing the slide now, too. Yippee! I guess there's weird momentum glitches to be had all around if you just, if you just, like, pause or unpause the game around that time. You're up. Please go up the wall. Thank you. To anticipate. Oh wait, no, not no. He's doing this attack, not the other one. I thought he was gonna do the other one. Yeah, I forgot he had this attack. I don't usually... This fight doesn't usually take this long playing as Carol. Or anyone else. Alright, bullet to the back of the head. That'll do it.
No mercy.
I need to, I'm currently kind of sitting laid back in my chair right now is like the most comfortable thing I can do for a day where I'm feeling kind of low energy and worn out. Or at least just several weeks of busyness catching up to me. And, it's kind of reminding me, I need to, like, buy a booster seat for my chair, I think. Because, like, this thing does not raise up adequately enough for me. Like, I normally kind of like to sit up, have my elbows on, like, there's 2 elbow pads I have at my desk. And I can do that, but, like, I've noticed recently, like, my shoulders, my elbow, my arm have been, like, either numb or hurting or, like, just generally showing signs of bad posture lately. And I'm pretty sure it's because I've been putting too much weight on my, like, shoulders/elbows. And so, like, it's definitely because, like, I am sitting at too low of a height. Here, because, yeah, my armrests don't go very high, or if they did, then, well, they wouldn't actually fit, like, onto my desk, is the issue. Like, I'm sitting at the corner of an L-shaped desk, so, like, having the armrests go above said desk doesn't really work very well for, like, posture and positioning. Because I noticed at work, like, I also sit in an L-shaped desk that has much less of a sharp corner, a nice rounded one instead. And I have and the desk there is adjustable too. So like I lowered the height of the desk the other day, and yeah, my posture is kind of already improving, and I'm starting to feel better now physically. So I definitely think I'm onto something, but I basically, in order to need the same idea would work here at home, I need to actually have a little bit more cushion to sit on, so I'm like, you know, an extra, like, say, 3 or 4 inches, taller in my seat. That would be nice. I didn't think we'd ever come to the point where I need a booster seat, because, like, I don't know, I'm 5'9", I'm not exactly tiny, but still. I guess that's just life. Oh, these fucking things. I still hate these guys. And Nier does not make them any easier to deal with. Oh my god, and they stop right behind you, too. Fuck's sake, that took all of my health! Alright, well this boss fight isn't gonna go very well. Nope. Chris and I haven't seen the Backrooms movie. Grim did, but I don't really have any personal interest in seeing the Backrooms movie. Grim and my other friends have said it was actually pretty good, all things considered. They didn't, like, bastardize the concept of the Backrooms. They allowed it to, like, just build up, you know, with suspense over time and not, like, make it just a weird thing where you're getting chased around by, like, fucking Gru constantly. Probably helps that, like, the person who made, like, the original, like, viral Backrooms video got to be the director of the thing. So, you know, it didn't just turn into a Hollywood shitfest, but otherwise, no. That's just kind of not my thing. Both in terms of genre and in terms of reference material. think this entire time I've never actually just tried to like double jump over the water ball attack. So I've been under this impression the whole time, like, I have no idea how to dodge this. It's easy, Forehead. You just jump it instead of, like, trying to dodge it. See, playing with double damage is actually good for me. Those came out a lot faster than I thought they would. That was a misinput. Oof, there we go. Yeah, this song's pretty cool. Like, whatever that, like, harmonica-type instrument is in the middle there really helps, make it slap. Planned to see the movie, but you were busy. I see. Fuck all those guys. Don't want to fight them.
Move aside, hatchling! He will answer for his people's crimes, and then we can talk.
No! I won't! Not like this! There has to be a better way than this!
Like what? Diplomacy? The art of offering one hand in friendship, while the other holds a dagger behind their back?
No. Never again. Earth dragons are schemers and liars!
Lilac, what's going on? Oh boy, a lot, I'm guessing.
Your Excellency, what have they done to you?
And so the cavalry
They removed his
arrives,
mask.
just in time to witness your majesty's
And underneath it, he's
fatal
ugly.
indictment.
Oh no, he's hot, actually.
Of all people, it was you?
Sorry you had to find out this way, Nira.
Well, to be fair, Nira, neither of you really had a great business relationship anyways. You two were shit-talking each other the entire time.
Sparing one panda today. I don't intend to do so a second time.
The lives and ideals of this kingdom are but an extension of my own. I will not yield!
You think
All
to
right,
stop
well,
me? Come then.
now
Show me your
we have to
power.
fight Murga with double damage. Oh, great. I get a distinct feel. Okay, this life is also not gonna do it either. You see that health bar? Yeah, that's not a good sign. Yep, done. Taken out just as easily as the other characters. Oh, I think I actually hit her with the ice disc. Nice. Whoop. Thank you for the slow-mo, character who died. Your death was not in vain. Alright, well, Nira can't be frozen. That kind of feels like it makes sense. She's too good for that. Oh, I mean, I can just gun her down, actually. Nira does manage to actually stand at a pretty good distance to make just shooting at Murga pretty respectable tactic. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Meant to do the down special, but messed it up. Come get me. I'm behind at least 7 alternate accounts. Uh-oh, she's coming after me. She's got her own alternate accounts, too. Oh, that reflects her shots back, too. Oh, that's actually excellent. It's kind of a good counter for Murga. I mean, it's not... Or it's a check. It's not a counter. Either way. Oh, if I lose all my lives, the stage clears too, huh? That's kind of sad. I don't think that's happened previously. I kind of want to maybe, like, redo that. Go back and redo that level. Or did I just skip the scenes? There we go. Let's go redo that level. We're going back and doing extraneous shit that doesn't matter because my pride is getting in the way. Don't you love that? Don't you love it when the streamer's ego gets the best of them? Y'all didn't want to see a loss anyways, though, right? Come on. Ow? Those water balls had no business catching up with me. Alright, maybe this will stop them. No, it won't. It will just continue to make them annoying. I still have no idea how to deal with these things effectively. I just kind of press buttons until they die. Okay, doing much better damage this time around. You know, I think we're still gonna end up starting the Murga fight with no health, but at least we'll have one more life this time. Oh, I've also, I recently purchased a strawberry wine, and, I think that's actually really good. And it's starting to, now prove to me a pattern that between wine made entirely out of blueberries and wine made entirely out of strawberries, my problem with wine is not the alcohol content, it is, the grapes. I like grapes, but, I forgot that, you know, society, for some reason, deemed it necessary to, use not sweet grapes, but, like, just specific bitter grapes designed, quote-unquote, designed for wine to make wine with, which, like, why? Turns out that it's, like, just a lot... fermentation tastes a lot better when you actually use something that has, like, sugar and not fucking, like, tannins or whatever. Just use fruit that doesn't suck. Made from freak berries. Crushed up freaky fruits. Proto, if you did that, then that would, like, severely, destroy the VTuber population. Like, you know... It's kind of like how, you know, button mushrooms, you have to, like, harvest dog noses for that. Like, is it worth it? I'm not so sure. You'd be missing out on all, like, the funny moments that, like, streamers provide to you. Oh god, I thought that was a projectile headed towards me. Nope, that was just General Gong. Damn, she kept the distance this time. Alright. It's like, god damn, I want to actually go in for the fight. I don't want to have to stick back like a loser. But, unfortunately, keeping your distance is still the best plan you can take, course of action you can take against America. Kind of like just better than you in almost every way. Damn it! If I have to do this stage a third time just so that way I can beat her with double damage. I do still like the using the grounded ice mine thing attack against her. It seems like it's pretty good for at least reflecting her shots. She kind of jumps into them occasionally. It works at a good range. I just have to actually remember to pull them out with decent timing. And not do that on accident. Hey, that's not a great time for that. Aw, the damn berry didn't want to last for like just a little bit longer. It would have been like really super cool and awesome if like it did. There we go. Nice try, Nice try, Murga. Now I'll just have to do that again at the end of the game. For funsies. Alright, let me see. I'm curious, because I skipped over those two cutscenes. Oh, but you can't access the cutscenes from this menu, huh? That's kind of a shame. Hold on. I would like to see if those two cutscenes are different for Nira. I imagine if any two cutscenes are different for Nira, it might be those two, just because, like, those are emotional scenes for her. Character Nira? Yeah. Obtain this badge to defeat... Oh, they're tied to achievements? I might have just missed content? Oh, that sucks. Hopefully I didn't. Well, if I did miss content, I guess I'll just find the YouTube video and stream it next time while streaming the game. Not 100%ing the game on stream. No way. It's too long. It takes too long. Already running out of things to say. I've already done it at least for Carol, but...
Hi, Mayor Zhao. We're ready to redeem our coupons.
Oh, but of course! Just step right this way. Who's that?
That's the Magister, you rube. Pay your respects.
Oh, boy, is this, awkward.
It's a long story. Can we explain it all inside? please?
Oh, I know I'm gonna regret this. Come on.
Yeah, currently there hasn't been enough in the
This is
whole like
absolutely horrible.
why is
Catastrophic.
Nira feel
Who's going to
so
be my Battlesphere
loyal to this
champion
kingdom
now?
kind of
A
thing so
talking
far,
fish
and I
just
feel
took
like
over
those
all
two
of Shang-Tu, and
cutscenes
that's what you're worried
were
about?
probably
Yeah.
supposed to be
Oh,
the
but also gives
ones
them the
that
Battlesphere champion
give a
title?
little bit of
So can
flavor
we
to
stay
it.
here?
I suppose I could squeeze you all in the library. Follow me.
Maybe this one, Nira, gonna just listen in on the
Excellency, about what Murga was
conversation
telling
between
us.
these two. Okay.
Was any of that true?
Yes,
Why?
it was a different time. We were at war. We had no choice.
No choice? How was almost wiping out an entire race even a choice?
There are no good choices in war. There is only survival, and the means to achieve said survival. Surely someone of your upbringing would understand that.
Oh no. Don't you dare try and guilt trip me. I never killed anyone when I was in the Red Scarves.
And yet, did you not behave in a manner contrary to your true self, simply because to do otherwise would invite the scorn of your peers? Did you not comfort yourself with the hopeless lie that
Comparing
you were a good
thievery with like
person,
genocide, the
in spite of the
Magister,
crimes you
like
committed?
it's kind
The
of
sins
easier to
you
justify
inflicted?
one than the other.
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything.
Hey, that's enough. That's still the Magister you're shouting at. Besides, this here is a library.
You would just be like, unbothered. And no one's seen people Murga, just want to march right back in there. Blah, blah, blah. Anything else for talking to me in particular? Really? Hello, Magister, Your Excellency. Got anything to say to Nira, your most loyal Frost Knight? No? Okay, wow. A little disappointing. I feel like Nira's had like the least. I mean, I don't know. She kind of has the most different interactions so far.
Good evening, my lovely fugitive guest.
Just doesn't get a lot of
Dinner is
interesting
served.
ones. At least not yet.
Delish. Oh,
Nira's
man, I
kind of
totally
quiet
forgot
nature
how
makes her just
hungry
sit on the
I
side
was.
half the time
I'm
until it's
not
ready.
really
It's until
that
it's her
hungry
turn to be
after what
angry.
happened tonight.
Speaking of which, tonight has not been easy. We have lost the battle, but the war is not over yet. We need to devise a strategy. Murga is a threat to all of Avalis.
Yeah, and I doubt you'd want her coming to visit your city again, Zhao.
Pah! If that fish face so much as lays a single foot in my city, she'll be fried. Like this plate of fried plantains right here. Yeah, only more like blackened bananas, as these babies have clearly been cooked to golden perfection.
100% speedrun plus
Ooh, pass
Twitter
me some of
flex.
that, will ya?
I
One
don't.
moment. Here you are.
I don't know how
Focus.
much Twitter cred you think
So
that
what
I
do you know
have,
about
but the
Murga
Twitter flex
anyway?
is going to be a
What
flex
else?
in a tiny
Murga comes from a
corner
time
of my
when
own
Shang-Chi was
that
at war
like
with the
no
island
one
nation of
checks. Maybe a
Perusa.
bot or two comes in and
She
checks
was
in on and says, "Wow,
uncontrollable,
would you like some
laying
art?
waste
I
to
could
entire
totally
armies
animate your
single-handedly.
2D model for you, or
My
your PNG
ancestors
model
were
for you.
unable to
I would just
enter,
plug it into an
but they
AI
did
program
devise a
and charge
way
you
to contain it.
$500 for some reason."
They sealed her and her destructive
No one
potential
would even
away
acknowledge the whole
with
Freedom
the
Planet
power
thing.
of the Kingdom
I mean, if
Stone.
I got it, I'd
Kingdom
post
Stone.
it. But
So when the stone was shattered,
yeah, I don't
Brevin.
think that's too
Another
much
calamity
motivation
we
for
can lay
me.
at his feet.
But what else? Murga seems
That being said, I am
completely
like
set on
posting
her
like currently
vengeance.
the
Why?
OCs
All
from the
the
Mega
water
Man
dragons are gone now.
drawing stream
And
there,
then there's
so like that's
Bakunawa.
fun.
Just what is
I
that
don't,
thing?
no one's
There's
really
so
paid
much
much
we
attention
don't
to it
know,
yet,
and the
but you
only
know,
people who
if
can
I do
tell
the
us are long
Karakado
dead.
method of just making a
Oh,
big
those
thread that
people may be
unrolls
dead,
over
but there's
several
no
days,
reason why
then
they
like
can't talk.
surely
Well,
somebody will be
literally
interested.
talk, I mean, but my library has the largest collection of historical texts in all of Avalis.
Making fun of the Twitter
I'm
gaming
sure I
sphere.
have a few books written by people
Fair enough.
who lived in those times.
Wow, that sounds super neat. I'd love to read them.
Certainly, our rental fees are very reasonable.
Then I will commit myself to research. Perhaps an answer to our current predicament lies within those texts.
Someone's going to share
I'd
Arc
love to
non-binary
too.
person eventually, yeah, and unfortunately
That's
it's going to
okay,
be
Your
me.
Excellency.
A
I
second pair of
still
eyes would be
can't
useful.
stand that fucking character
Yeah,
that
well, you
Big
guys
Serpent made up.
read. I'm gonna go find Corey and talk her out of this.
What?
Absolutely not. She's
Taking
with
the idea
them.
of
That
colony
makes
and
her our
animal,
enemy.
and then making still
attacked
the
us,
Ark
Carol.
be the
She put you
robot
in
master,
danger.
not the animals
Okay,
within
fair
it.
points all around, but listen, I know how she thinks.
really
It's
essence of
all
Thanksgiving.
about money to her. If you like drop some moolah on me to bribe her or something, I'm sure she'd switch sides just like that.
Everything you just said does not help your case in the slightest. A mercenary who would work for the highest bidder and change loyalties at the drop of a hat is inherently untrustworthy.
Someone's gonna have to redraw
I
our
concur.
non-binary
It would
person
be
at
an
some point,
unnecessary
which
risk.
Come on, you could use her help. She has that huge
I don't
leadership
want
thing,
it.
too.
I don't want it, but I
Don't
feel like
mean
given
to
it's
toot
one of the
my own
most
horn here,
infamous from
but,
that lineup, it's gonna
fastest
happen
airship
eventually.
in the country right here.
We appreciate the gesture, and we shall avail ourselves of that service as well.
Oh, well, I didn't mean... I guess I did but...
It is settled. The mercenary is too great a risk. We must focus on the immediate task ahead of us.
You can't really
Assess
top the
threat of
perfection.
Murga
Fair.
and stop
I mean,
this
I could just
paraphernalia.
imagine someone doing a dramatic redrawing where, like, the Ark is, with its big goofy face, is, kind of towering over above you, cresting on a big wave. And, the animals are looking over the side of the boat
All the
menacingly.
worst times.
Traitor!
What? Carol? She may be a lot of things, like reckless and selfish, but...
She knows where the Magister is hiding and our plans. If she doesn't outright join Murga, then this information will be beaten out of her. It doesn't matter how we feel about her. She's placed our entire mission at risk, and that makes her a traitor.
Do you hear yourself? You're talking about our friend.
The captain was
When?
our friend. Ascal was our friend. Who's next, I wonder? Are you going to join Murga as well?
Mira, calm
Skill really
down.
wasn't my
Don't tell me
friend.
what to do!
Stop! Please, stop! I can find Carol. I know her scent. Lady Nira, I know you're hurting, and I know you're having trouble trusting people right now. But trust me, I would never, ever hurt you.
I don't know. Back at the Battle Dome, you did some pretty major damage there, Mila. You're the only other character with range, so you're a little bit hard to
Forgive my
manage.
outburst.
It's okay. We'll find her together.
Right.
We all know
Together,
where she's
together,
going,
together.
So all we need to do now is find her sister.
Her ship is the Perusian carrier. She'll
Whenever
most
I
certainly
hear
have a
just,
base
you
in
know,
the
the
southern
line,
Allies.
whenever I hear together
That's
just being
where
said
we're
as, like,
headed.
you know, a singular,
Hold it right
a
there.
sentence that is just a singular word, I always think of the,
You don't honestly think
Aqua
you
Teen
can get
Hunger
to Perugia
Force,
without my help,
bit,
do
where it's
you?
like, all of the little meatwad halves are trying to say together at the same time, but because they already are, like, splitting one brain cell between each other, you just can't sync it up at all. It's very irritating.
Very well. Your ship would ease the difficulty of passage.
To the skies, my friends!
Together. Together's together. I don't think "gather" is a word, but I'm gonna call it one. Haven't seen it, but you're sure some 2008 YouTube personalities plagiarized it for a skit? I might plagiarize it for a skit one day, in the big, like, 2028 or something like that.
We'll handle it
You never
right
know.
there.
Don't cut
You
me
may
out.
Continue on your way.
I love plagiarism.
Oh, I get it. You need to keep a
Hell, the
lookout.
250, you know, the 250 subscriber milestone will be, plagiarizing Jeopardy, you know?
Just way too
But, you know,
positive.
still using Grimm's original content. But we'll be plagiarizing the concept of Jeopardy.
Well, off to find my champion. Toodles.
We'll call you if we need
But,
a
you know,
ride.
hey, speaking of that, there will be that, well, speaking of celebration stuff, there will be that 2-year anniversary celebration in a couple of months in August, celebrating it late, but, well, as that teaser kind of suggested, I need that teaser post suggested I need maybe a bit more time to do the thing correctly and effectively. So, didn't want to rush that out the door. And like I was griping at the very beginning of stream, I have been so goddamn busy the last couple of weeks without an additional thing to prepare for. So, I'm gonna be busy again the next couple of days, and then I really just need time to rest because my body's kind of hitting the wall as of today. So, yeah. And then there's gonna be a vacation. It's just, oh my goodness. The curse of perpetual burnout despite any free time. Yeah, no, I guess it could be that. I tend to have perpetual burnout despite, I tend to have perpetual burnout because I tend to put all of my free time into productive endeavors. You know, having free time productively is my biggest sin. Hey, Nira, could you like fucking stab this thing? It is a fish. You should be like good at stabbing fish. There you go.
Oh, joy.
Okay, I hadn't heard that line before. Just, oh, joy at collecting a vinyl. Really, I know Nira's not exactly the most joyful person, but you could at least enjoy music, right? Come on now. Oh my god, I hate these things again. Nira has the same issue as Lilac. She's really awful at fighting these, bubbly kind of enemies. She has to get in far too close for the attacks to actually be effective. Nira is one of those people who hates music. Yeah, I can't... Oh my god, I can't imagine knowing one of those people. That's just miserable. I mean, how do you just not like any music at all? Like, I could understand if you literally had, like, difficulties, you know, hearing, but, like, outside of that, like, what? I feel like people like that have to be faking it in some way. That's one of those things where it's just like, it's almost just like people saying, hey, I don't really like food. It's like, well, I can understand maybe you don't like the concept of having to come up with a meal and like, you know, constantly plan for your meals or pay for it and like, you know, just all the kind of tedious shit that happens with food. Or maybe it's like you don't like the time you have to spend on eating, but like just not enjoy food at all. Like, I don't know. At that point, that's where I'm saying, no, there is something wrong with you. I can't be nice about it anymore. Somehow worse than the people who claim they love all genres and songs they don't. I find people like that tend to be more like, it's less that they are lying about enjoying different music. It's more that they just kind of tend to enjoy things at a surface level. You know, it's kind of like the TikTok algorithm watchers, the true brain rot enjoyers. But yeah, Brody, you should get back into streaming. It's been a little bit of a while. Little bit of a while. Still gotta get the open season. Yeah, top 40 music and whatever shows up. Yeah, it's exactly. They still at least like the music. They just don't... They don't really have a good understanding of what makes music interesting, or why they like the music, or any analysis of it whatsoever. They kind of just like having it on, like how you might like having a video essay on while you're doing your laundry. You're just distracted. And also, you know, potentially got a job lined up, so good for you. You know, employment, that's important. Oh yeah, listening to AI music despite it being AI, like...
No mercy.
I'm still not really good at picking up on, like, quote-unquote original AI music, stuff that isn't just, like, I put Mega Man into a lo-fi hip-hop cover, and here's what it sounds like. I can tell that a mile away. I can't really tell things that are just purely AI-generated on their own for music. just, I mean, usually comes with an AI thumbnail, so that makes it easy to see. But like outside of that, I don't know.
I don't know.
I tend to
It's
have
all
difficulty.
fuzzy.
It's I don't have as good an eye for it as I do for art or images.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
A red scarf.
Yeah, they just aren't very attached to it.
How did you
That's
access
right.
our channel?
I'd prefer to tell you in person.
Yeah, but every once in a person you get an AI thumb, or in a person. What? Every once in a while you get a thumbnail that, or you get a piece of music that ends up having like just, I don't know, they got some random fucking image from Google and just decide to put that on there to disguise the fact that they're making AI music. Let's see, it's Perusa, all that jazz. I'm gonna go to the museum. I'll see you, Chris. Thanks for joining. Alright, let's see. What does Nira have to say about the time capsule? Touch. Yeah, yeah, it's usually external factors, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's not as obvious as AI images where it's just like, oh, this has an extra thumb, or like, it just has this kind of fucking samey art style that gets recreated everywhere. Usually for AI music, you have to kind of be like, okay, external factors. Is the channel really new and uploading way too much shit? Are they using AI-generated images for their thumbnails? Are they just kind of like commenting and liking in really random manners that make them sound like a bot? All this like extraneous factors. What is a AI music has a Habsburg jaw to it as well? Alright. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that before, right? That there's like a whole inbreeding problem within AI music, and it's pretty distinct once you notice it. But like, I'm pretty bad at noticing it so far.
Your
I don't have an ear for it in the way I have eyes for things.
Giving an account about Murga and possibly her
Status
origins.
report. Murga.
Truly, this is excellent news. Tell me, what did the recording say?
The recording was made by a woman named Cordelia.
Cordelia?
She mentioned that Murga was some kind of champion.
Intriguing. And Cordelia? Princess Cordelia? I will look into the matter. Keep an eye out for any more recordings.
Fuzzy
But
vocals.
focus on the imminent threat
Repetitive
of
song generation.
Of
I
course,
see.
Your Excellency.
I did sadly once see a pretty good sounding album of it was like Linkin Park but all funk remixes. But unfortunately, that was also all AI except for the bassist who actually did his bass lines but couldn't be fucked to get other musicians to do this with him. So that was a shame to learn that was AI. I liked that, but then I'm like, oh, well now I don't like it anymore. Especially like, report, why have you chosen to infiltrate this museum and pose as an exhibit? I see. I appear to have bamboozled myself. No one must ever know. No one must know. Yeah, they undermine their own craft like that. It's really just a shame. I don't know why some people are of that way. Especially there, Jin Pum G and Wang Wang. And, well, no, Nira's old enough to be in here. Nira's definitely old enough to be in here.
Long time no see.
Hi, Spade.
Long time no see.
It has been a while.
Long time no see!
And we have never met. Are we done?
Yep. Anyway, lower your hackles. Your channel's secure. I just got the codec frequency off my brother.
I guess Dale heard about the attack, huh?
Yeah.
Be hard not
He's
to.
doing everything he can to avoid an all-out war with an ancient water dragon. In the meantime, I'm just doing my part to save the world.
We do not conduct business with career criminals.
Yeah, and saving the world doesn't really line up with your usual interests.
Look, it was either this or helping Mayor Zhao find his champion. And you know me, I like my jobs dangerous. Besides, I've got intel that I think you'll want to know. So what do you say?
Let's do it for Carol.
What kind of intel?
Secret tunnels, strange beacons, the works. These islands are crawling with them, and our newly elected leader of Shang-Tu is using them for her plans.
My back's hurting. Now I gotta readjust everything again.
Is that a
This
volcano?
ergonomic chair is shockingly uncomfortable.
Which is good. Hot melted lava would be bad.
Not exactly a vacation hotspot, huh?
Oh, it's a hotspot, all right. Those volcanoes should be dormant. Plus, a bunch of robots have moved into the region, and they are definitely not friendly.
Robots! Sounds like that monkey's friends!
We will find out what these extremists are planning and crush them at their source. Perhaps you are of some use to us after all, Scarf.
Scarf.
Don't expect us to owe you anything.
I'm gonna remember his name.
Relax. Big Bro's the one footing the bill. These are the leads I've dug up so far.
Then this
I also imagine Nero will probably want to pull an entire investigation on King Dale now that she knows that,
Let's
like,
move out.
Spade is in fact his brother. Probably be like, that King Dale's probably, that's why he's so crooked. Just inventing a narrative in her head because Spade is such a dashing rogue. Oh, that's cute. Nero's actually sitting because she recognizes that there's a chair in the background. Let's see, anything else new between these two? Nope. Hi, Mila. That's the laboratory of Mila. No, thank you. I'm good. Hi, Lilac. Slow down for a second, which is funny coming from her. Nothing new. Alright, well, Proto, you get to be the lucky one who decides where we go first. Would you like the lava level? Would you like the sky electricity level? Would you like beating up robots and going underwater? It's up to you to decide. How about lava first? Alright, sweet. Add some fire to the
The
ice.
volcanic activity on the island is reaching a critical juncture. We have to act immediately, or there won't be a Perusa left.
Oh! We could blow a hole in the side of the volcano!
Nice, Corey. That's right. You're here too. Sorry about that.
Nobody gets turned into charcoal!
Okay, one,
Good
you're
thing you
dark.
both agreed.
Two, you want to stop a volcano
One, you're
by
dark.
blowing it up?
She's not
I don't
wrong.
remember him saying that
Lava is
before.
coming out one
He's
way
not
or
wrong.
another, so we might as well do it in a way that's safe. Well, safe-ish.
For this plan to succeed, we must create a powerful explosion. Mila, that explosive color-changing potion of yours.
Nah, don't worry. I'm also running out of dialogue here too, bro. It's all good.
I think so. I just need a few.
Thankfully, we're also running low on stream time as well, so seems we'll go teach Eskel a lesson, and that'll
looks
be
like
it for the
we're
night.
going on a scavenger hunt.
I still find it kind of funny that this game does not, oh, we might not actually go get to Eskel tonight. We might just do the Ancestral Forge and call it.
A full-scale eruption would be
I should probably get some
disastrous.
sleep tonight.
Safe wins.
I was saying, I do still kind of find it funny that this game, with its whole, you know, enemies are bastards and want to twist the truth on you, like, does not do the thing where it's like, don't you see what these evil people have done? They have blown up your volcano. We weren't blowing up your volcano. It was them this whole time. Now your volcano looks bad and it's like torn up on one side. You should hate these people. Okay, that's missed really badly. Oh, right, and I will actually have to, like, do the challenges here properly, because Nira does not have the best hops.
Everyone, I'm sending you a visual.
Everyone?
Can anyone read
Everyone?
Useless. Looks like I'm on my own again.
Oh no, Nira, you're on your own. Whatever will you do? It's not like you prefer acting alone anyways. Yep, we got delicious purple grapey goo on the side. Mmm. This feels like the stuff that they put in grape drink. Not grape soda, but grape drink. That, or maybe this is where all the wine grapes come from. This, and that's why they taste so bad. They're in this dark, dank, disgusting cave. I didn't think if I have anything else in the old conversational well. I'm sure I think I'm kind of running dry at this rate. I think I'll probably end up doing Mega Man Soccer once I'm done with Mega Man W. Well, it really wasn't on my list of things to do, but given the fact that Chris was nice enough to mention that Mega Man Soccer is kind of back for this month only, it feels like a thing I should maybe get done. Are any of y'all like World Cup aficionados? I know I'm asking a group full of nerds if they like sports, but you never know. Sometimes you get surprised. Or at least maybe their family is going to have the World Cup on. I mean, I know that's another thing. It's not like, it's like another thing that's like Dad and I don't really, do either. Like, neither of us do sports, even if he's a little bit more extroverted than I am. So it's like, that's also not even a common interest of us. We wouldn't even be watching the game or anything. Yeah, exactly. Couldn't do it either. I kind of have a very mild interest in hockey, but not enough to even really follow for the Winston Cup or anything. Just be like, oh, hockey's on? That's cool. But that's about it for me. I don't fucking know. Fair enough. That was the Stanley Cup. Winston Cup was NASCAR. Fug. You're right, actually. Shows how much of a sports fan I am. NASCAR game would be fun to go to. I just, don't want to go to the Deep South for it. Kind of the last place I want to be. Also, especially not in the fucking, summertime. Ugh, God, the heat. The heat. Plus all the emissions. It's gonna make the heat even worse. Yeah, it is pretty nice that the lava actually does invoke a heat mechanic. It's realistic and it invokes a nice little bit of pressure on the player. A little bit of time pressure. Of course, lava in reality is so hot that if you even get within a couple arms length distance away from it, you will be burned. Like, it's kind of hard to fathom as a human how hot molten rock actually is, and how much of it there is. Like, even poorly conductive air will be very, very toasty, getting within even a couple of feet of it. Anytime that you basically have good footage of like lava close up, that's always because somebody is either really well suited up for it, so like they're particularly wearing the safety gear necessary, or like they have like a drone or a robot kind of thing doing it, or like there's also the occasional case of like it happens to be a very like cool lava flow, and like they're also standing in the water, so they get kind of some, you know, insulation from all the heat at the same time. Yeah, it's a it's ugly and complicated. Okay, don't want to go that way. Yeah, watching NASCAR live could be definitely awful for that with the heat and the exhaust. That would probably be the thing that makes me be like, no. But like, also, I don't know. There's something to the experience of watching car go fast in front of me. I would probably get a kick out of that. I probably wouldn't get a kick out of over the camera. Okay, see, the thing is, at least with like, I agree with you on like sports ball games like soccer and football just going on for fucking ever, and it just takes, and it's just so boring the entire time. Like, I think a lot of that contributes just from the fact that like football especially not only has like a lot of like weird like, oh, penalty, stop the game kind of things, but also has like this culture of, wait, hold on, stop everything. We need to now have, like, somebody, like, advance 10 feet on the field, and it's been 5 minutes since we waved the jingly keys in front of people. We need to have the cheerleaders come out and do something. And then we need to also have our quarter halftime break sponsored by Bud Light. Like, football really sucks ass for that. And, I mean, soccer, I think, ends up being a little better, but soccer itself just ends up being a bit of a slower game by its nature, too. And you want to leave after a short amount of time. Hey, fair enough. I mean, I've never been to one, so my mileage probably very roughly the same, but God, I'm glad the tempura enemies don't appear in very many stages. Their attack is relentless. Like, I do distinctly remember a undergraduate football game I had to be at for my, like, welcome to university type thing, and yeah, after like 45 minutes, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I am never watching another football game again. It's the most boring thing I've ever experienced in my entire goddamn life. I do love how it seems to be exclusively Lilac that doesn't have the tools to really cheese this room with like the 3 fish keys in it, whereas everybody else seems to have a nice cheese tool to them, with just like the amount of like vertical height that they actually can get if they just try. Poor Lilac, the stage is balanced around her and her alone. Yeah, mandatory football game is kind of wild. Thankfully, it wasn't like they were holding me there at gunpoint. It was just kind of like a, you are running across the field because you're now new incoming freshman, and then you are now going to go watch the game. And if you choose to stay, that is your problem. And thankfully, I decided to not make it my problem after a little while. And my to-be girlfriend also was like, actually, yeah, this kind of sucks shit. Let's go. So that was cool. But yeah, no, the game sucked ass. Don't watch football, kids. Don't get into sports. Play video games instead. You can actually be the star, and the star of your own show at that. That's that's like every person's dream. Right, so this is not the way to go first. Few people playing only ball and gun games. Yeah, no, that tends to be the thing that people would then envision first as being the hero of their own story. Oops. Oh well. Nira, please, do your upwards attack. That was embarrassing. Hey, do I do something with that? Oh, she can almost make it up there. I bet if I just did this, like, precisely. Thanks, game. Alright. Whatever. I'll come back to that then. Right. Do I want to go in the center here then? Yeah, because this flips everything around. That note, you hate the idolization of athletes among other celebrities. Yeah, I'm not terribly thrilled by it either myself. I can understand why some people are just like, you know, all for it. I mean, there's definitely a strong difference between being a fan of somebody and their work versus being, you know, idolizing them. Like, that's kind of also the same kind of deal for, like, streamers and entertainers and such. People just kind of have a unhealthy way of getting parasocially attached to somebody's accomplishment / sense of humor or performance. It's like, in a sense, I get it. If someone just, like, can't stop talking about how some ball player is the GOAT. But, you know, as long as it's in border on obsession, it doesn't really tend to bother me. Actually got a good hit in. I was hoping I can get lucky with that one. Hey, you good there, buddy? Everything all right? Oh, okay, it fixed itself. Good job. God, I love having a glitch passive. It's so great. Don't know how the ice didn't instantly melt. It's because it's super good magical ice, TM. That or it's oh no wait, hold on, it's from Pokemon. It's the never melt ice. Oh, that was fucking dumb of me. Too busy making bad jokes about never melt ice. Give it a smash. Oh, now it's doing the fireball stuff again. Oh, I managed to hit it. Nice. This boss does a really good job of keeping its distance, which is not something Nira is exactly great at dealing with. Also, all the projectile spam is not helping either. I just wish one of those reflections would hit. There we go. The glass cockpit that couldn't shatter because it was already broken. The cracks in the glass actually make it more impact resistant. There's no way for the shockwave to travel throughout the material anymore. That's sort of how composite materials work. Sort of. Not really. Alright. Okay, I think I'm feeling pretty tapped out on the conversational well for tonight, so I think that's where I'm going to call it here. But thanks everyone for tuning in for Freedom Planet. This was good. I really wanted to play this, despite the fact that I got a little frustrated a couple points with dealing with double damage. But honestly, I'm liking just keeping the double damage stone on this whole time. It's making for a very good challenge on a game that I have technically already completed 3 times, but with a character that requires a bit more finesse than everyone else. So it's like, oh wow, finally I have to learn things. Crazy. But yeah, I am going to call it here, so please, like the video, share it with, what's a funny share thing today? Share it with your favorite straw man, and do all the other interactive stuff, because it helps the channel, it helps me, it helps my ego. That's the most important part, my ego. Why are you watching a stream if you're not there to feed their ego? Like, duh. I have socials if you want. If you're lurking out there and you haven't joined the Discord yet, Discord's in the description as well. We'll be back next week with probably the last of the Doom community submissions, if not the last, maybe the second to last, because we might have to make a final video for Grimm's mystery submission. And then also we have more Mega Man W next week, which should be fun. Hopefully the game doesn't break entirely, or there's a patch that fixes it. Fingers crossed. And then, yeah, I will probably get scheduled up a little bit later this week, just because I am hanging out with Dad for the next couple days, and I'll be busy catching up on other housework shit after that, so, bear with me. But, look forward to a regular Monday, Tuesday stream, next week. Or regular Monday, Tuesday for streaming next week. So that's going to be it for me. I'm Crash Icarus. As you know, you probably didn't forget who I was, but in case you did, there's a reminder. And yeah, just take care till next time. Enjoy the hordes of people enjoying sports ball, because I know I sure won't. So, see ya.